When you want to work with posts in WordPress, the place that you're going to go is the Posts section. Now when you hover over the word Posts, you're going to see a number of options show up, and what we're going to click on right now is just All Posts. Go ahead and click on that. When you go ahead into All Posts, you're going to see a list of all the posts that have currently been made, including the first post that gets made on everybody's WordPress blog, which is Hello World. Hello World is just a quick post to show you what can happen inside of a WordPress blog just really fast that WordPress gave you by default. Now you're either going to want to hide this post or delete it or change it, whatever you want to do, but generally speaking, when you click into this by clicking the word Hello World, it's going to show you that post. Here it is, the very first post that's been made on your blog. Hi. Now when you get into this screen, there are going to be a number of things we're going to want to go over. We're going to want to go over the interface that's shown to you. We're going to go around to the options around the main posting interface. We're also going to talk about some of the good ideas while making a post, things like picking a title and how to use all of the buttons on the screen. So we're going to break this down bit by bit as we go along. It's not going to be too hard. Now the main section of any WordPress post is actually the visual editor. You'll notice that by default the first editor that's shown to you is the visual editor. Now this is what we in the business like to call a WYSIWYG, which is actually an acronym for what you see is what you get. This means that when you type into this area of the WordPress administration panel, what you see is going to be what people see on your actual weblog. Therefore, you're not typing in code, you're just typing the way you would in any text editor such as Microsoft Word or OpenOffice Word. When you use this interface, it's very easy to do things like make text bold, add links, or make things into a list. In the upper right of this area, you're going to see that there is a link to something called the HTML editor. And when you click that, you're going to see that your actual post is made of actual HTML, which you can enter if you are so inclined. You don't ever have to use HTML, but it's interesting to note that even when you're looking at the visual editor, what you are actually creating is HTML. This means that even somebody who doesn't know anything about HTML could type up a document, periodically look over at the HTML that's being created, and perhaps learn something as they're going along. From the visual editor, we have a row of buttons that are going to help us do basic text editing options like bold, italics, and lists. Let's go through these one by one, step by step. The first couple of buttons should be fairly obvious how to use them if you've ever used any sort of text editor before. If you highlight some text on screen, such as a new title above, you're going to be able to click the first three buttons in order to change the look of it. You can make that text bold, you can make it italic, and you can put a strike through it. All of these options can be done one at a time or all at once. Go ahead and try that right now, and then click to continue when you're done.